Hello everybody. It's a nice Saturday midday, maybe or something like that. And we are starting our seminar that is from very important topic, you know, Africa and the changing world, and especially changing Africa nowadays. In Finland, our media is mostly nowadays focused in it's not even very focused in Finnish things. It's maybe focused to the war in Ukraine and Donald Trump and a little bit for the Gaza. And then again it just goes back to the Ukraine and Donald Trump and Gaza. But great things happen in everywhere in the world these days. And if I understood right, in Africa there is more changes now than many times before, actually. Yes. Things like a very brutal and bloody civil war in Sudan, and all these things that happens in the Western Africa, and everything else, because Africa is a huge continent, so basically you can say what happens in Africa, it's something like what happens in Asia or that kind of stuff. My name is Jari Karttunen. I am the Prime Secretary of Democratic Civic Association, and I am one of the organizer of this event. Our other organizer, the Walter Bondo, will come some moment here. And in this moment, I must say that our first speaker has not yet arrived here, or second speaker. So basically, we are yapping our mouth and trying to play time. Yes. But now I must say, this is Seblewongel. You can.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Tervetuloa. Yeah, thank you for coming here. And Jari and I will take over this time. So we will have speakers, and I hope everybody has a program. I believe so. If you don't have, then you can get it from the back of the table, so you can find it. So my name is Seblewongel. It's a little bit long name. So I am from Ethiopia. It's the capital city of Africa. The African Union is founded in Ethiopia in 1963. So I am a journalist, freelance journalist based in Helsinki. I'm writing specialized migration and political issue. My background is international relations and journalism as well. So Jari, he already talked about a little bit Africa. Africa is a big continent, it's 54 countries, and then we have a different political history. I came from, there is no Ethiopia never colonized, but and Liberia they came from America, so, but the rest all colonized by either British or France, and the other one is Spanish. So, and today we just talk about imperialism, what is neo-colonialism, and colonialism impact the contemporary of Africa. Africa is one of the youngest generations. 60% of our population are under 27 years old. So we are very, very young country, not like Finland, and different culture. Yeah. So we are expecting our guests will arrive. Until then, I will give to Jari if you want to add anything. Yeah.
Thank you. Like she said, Africa is quite young. It's made, how you think, they think that in maybe 2050, about half of global working class will be African. Yeah. So basically, Africa will have a huge economic and societal impact on the whole global world in the future. And what else? From the 10 most fastest growing economies in the planet, 7 are African countries at this moment. So basically, its importance for the world is growing all the time. And because we have this speaking all these things are important to know. In Finland, very little of this kind of talk from Africa is handed for the public. Some talks are with the academics, but not even there very much. And why this our seminar would be maybe a little bit different is that it's not, even in the academic circles, it's not very normal that Africans speak about Africa in Finland. There is plenty of speak about some African specialists from Finland. Not a lot of talk, but some talk. So basically, if our speakers will come here, then we have them speak about Africa, and it would be nice.
Yeah.
Have you something to include?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he just said that, and then until we are waiting, so is there anyone to travel to Africa before? Is there anyone? Have you heard about Africa? Okay, where?
Morocco, do you count Morocco?
Yes, it's northern Africa. They are Maghreb, they are not Arab. So they are Maghrebs. Yeah. Egypt. Okay, and our sister? Ghana. Oh. Eh?
Egypt, Cairo.
Wow.
Mozambique, Zanzibar.
Wow. So it means you guys, is there anyone to heard about Africa? It's a good mix. Most of the time we heard about Africa, poverty and war. But Africa is one of the richest continents in the world, because you see we are using this phone, airplane and mobile and whatever, it comes from the raw materials. We have uranium, gold, diamond, copper, you can name it. So we have a lot, but yes, there is a problem. So we can talk about that problem, and also Jari, you mentioned that is a global working class. Comes from Africa.
Yeah.
And also nowadays we Africans, we are working, this especially as a highly educated or the others, we are working that not Africans always to migrate, but they can change their mind. And also with Finland we have high technology. So we need such kind of technology transfer and cooperation in business and technology. And also we learn a lot of things from Finland. And then Finnish as well, they will benefit there, and then Africans as well, they will benefit. So we will have a good time to interaction instead of as well not only talk about how impact imperialism, how impact colonialism. So you can add on.
Yes, like I was saying, if everybody of you have maybe mobile telephone or something like that, maybe you are using it right away. Then probably it's a material for it's batteries from the mines of the Congo.
Yes.
Probably quite young working.
Yeah, workers.
Yeah. And not very highly paid if you compare it then actually Finnish miners.
Yeah.
But like I said, Africa has long time been a source of the raw materials for the West and elsewhere. But maybe in the future they will get more about this status, and maybe they can. There have been African leaders that have dreamed about how to use African resources to make Africa better. No, not great. It's a bad term nowadays.
Yeah.
Then I could maybe talk about, if I would play more time, I could tell about the great African kingdoms like Mali and
Wow.
Mali Empire and so on. It was the second richest country in the Middle Ages in the whole world. And one leader of this Mansa Musa, he was the richest man ever lived. His pilgrimage to the Mecca actually destroyed the economy of the so-called Mediterranean area, because he did bring so much gold to the markets that the inflation was going out. So basically our Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are nothing compared to this guy. But plenty of interesting history, but not in Finnish history. There is nothing about this kind of stuff. And now I can see that there comes people here. Very good. We just continue talking and maybe even speakers come here. But now I may ask something about what kind of opinions you have from the Africa. What kind of images in your mind you have?